What's up, Alex? It's Guys here. So I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that real estate is hot. And the bad news is that everybody and their uncle is trying to get in on the action. You've thought about it. You're thinking about it right now. You want to get your real estate license. I can just feel it. Well, I'm in full support, but you're lost. You don't know what to do or where to turn. You want to get your real estate license and you need a step-by-step list of what to do. Sure, you've Googled this topic and you've even tried to find the perfect video on YouTube about it. But even after all of that, you still feel like you don't know exactly what to do to get your real estate license. I know how you feel. I've been there myself, and a lot of other realtors have too. Now, I've been licensed for 2 years now, but I've been investing in real estate a lot longer. I own a real estate brokerage here in Austin, Texas, aka Opportunity City. We have close to 100 real estate agents underneath our brokerage that are just crushing it, and we're adding more every single day. So I want to make this as simple as possible for you. Speaking of simple, I want you to do something very simple for me real fast before we dive into this information. Hit that subscribe button. It will help the YouTube algorithm and I'll really appreciate it. As a thank you for doing this, here's a picture of my dog Gia. So now to the good stuff. You're interested in getting your real estate license, and every state is going to be different. We're local here in Texas, so what we're talking about today is going to be local to the Texas market and to the Texas state agencies. But in your state, if you're elsewhere, it may be slightly different. However, it'll be approximately the same steps. The first thing you want to do here in Texas is you're going to want to file your application. You have to file this with TREC. TREC stands for the Texas Real Estate Commission. The Texas Real Estate Commission is the state agency that governs real estate practices in the state of Texas. The agency is headquartered in Austin, Texas, off Congress Avenue. You're going to want to go to TREC's website and file your application. You can do this two ways. You can do it either online by creating an account, or you can do it by mail. One thing that's important to note is that you don't have to pay your fee immediately upon creating your account, but this will be the online account that you will upload all your documents, check status of your application, so it's important to have it set up from the very start. Step number 2 is take your courses. So here in Texas, there are 6 courses that you're going to have to take for a total of 180 course hours. The first 2 courses that you're going to take are going to be Principles of Real Estate 1 and 2. These are going to help provide a foundation and a knowledge that will help you be a successful sales agent. The next course you're going to take is going to be the Real Estate Finance course. This course covers monetary systems, primary and secondary money markets, sources of mortgage loans, federal government programs, loan applications, processes and procedures, closing costs, alternative financial instruments, equal and credit opportunity laws, community investment laws, and state housing agencies. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, and I'm sure that there are a lot of you out there who struggle with math a little bit or maybe feel a little insecure about this subject. However, don't you worry, it's very basic and you're going to learn everything that you need to pass your state exam. Next on the list is Law of Contracts. Texas real estate agents use contracts to ratify agreements on real estate purchases, define the start and closing of an agent-client and broker-agent relationship, consent to property management relations, as well as many other facets of a real estate relationship. These contracts are going to be very beneficial for you to utilize, they're necessary, and you're going to have to know them like the back of your hand. Now, for the purposes of the exam, you're not going to need to know every single thing about every single contract, but they are going to teach you what you need to know for certain contracts that you will be tested on your exam. Then you're going to go over Law of Agency. This is a course that's designed to teach you about the ins and outs of your position as an agent. To practice agency in real estate means to keep your client's best interest at the forefront of what you do. This is a crucial part of being a real estate agent, as your client relationships will become a major part of your day-to-day. Aside from the moral duties that are involved in the client-agent relationship, there are also legal duties that you have to abide by according to Texas law. Last but not least, you're going to take the Promulgated Contracts and Forms course. This 30-hour course covers promulgated contracts and forms in Texas specifically. This course will help you specifically for the Texas State Licensing Exam. Before going to step number 3, hit that like button. If I can get 1,000 likes on this video, I will eat and drink Starbucks only for 1 week. Alright, so you've started your application, you have completed all of your coursework, all 180 hours, you have these certificates. The next step is going to be getting your background check and your fingerprints taken. Important to note, you should try and schedule your background check as early as possible in advance. Sometimes it takes 3 to 4 weeks to even get it scheduled, and then after you go in there, take your fingerprints to do your FBI background check. It may take 1 to 3 weeks for you to get the results back. A license will not issue if the background check has not been passed. Expect a delay if you are notified of an investigation into your background history. Unfortunately, there aren't any exact guidelines of what will be accepted, what will be denied when it comes to your background check. All they tell you is you have to meet TREC standards for integrity, honesty, and trustworthiness. I myself was personally worried about this. I do have a criminal background from long ago, but one thing to focus on when you're going through the background portion, if you do have something on your criminal history, is just to tell the truth. Full disclosure, tell the truth, tell what happened, tell why it happened, tell where you're at now, and that's really what TREC is looking for, is full disclosure, honesty, trustworthiness, and integrity. Last but not least, the final step for getting your real estate license is you have to pass the state and the national exams. Some common questions that you may have. 1. How long do I have to take the exam? You'll have approximately 4 hours. What should I bring to the exam with me? You should bring 2 forms of identification like a driver's license, passport, or social security card. What score do I need to pass the exam? The sales agent exam consists of 85 national questions and 40 state-specific questions. To pass, you must correctly answer 56 national questions and 21 state-specific questions. Listen, you need to get a 70% or higher to pass the test. Another question we get is, how much does it cost to get my real estate license? After all of this is said and done, how much is it going to cost me? The classes are going to run you anywhere from about $350 to $1,000 depending on where you take them and what you register for, what type of course materials are provided. The state exam fee is going to be about $54. The Texas real estate license application fee is $205. Fingerprinting, approximately $39 to $50 depending on where you go. Recovery trust fund is $10. So total, depending on where you take your classes and everything else, it's going to run you about $650 to about $1,300. So that's it, guys. Simple but not easy. I know you can and will become a successful real estate agent. All you have to do is follow these steps that I've just laid out to get started. Feel free to refer back to this video. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments below. I will personally take the time out to answer every single one of your questions. Thanks for watching, and as always, subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all things real estate, and we'll see you next time.